Good afternoon. My name is Leah Arnold. I'm the Director of Career, Technical, and Adult Education for Eastern Suffolk BOCES. And I have the great honor today of presenting the people and programs we are celebrating. CTE is part of the Educational Services Division of Eastern Suffolk BOCES, led by Claudia Damas-Makalele. Thank you for being here. You'll notice that the banners behind me and the catalogs that we've brought, I'm very sorry, have the banner of Eastern Suffolk BOCES, Eastern Long Island Academy of Applied Technology. These, almost 10 years ago, Eastern Suffolk BOCES rebranded our CTE programs to highlight the increased rigor and relevance of a technical education. CTE is more than just OC-Ed or vocational training. They're not the same BOCES programs that I remember when I was in high school. Students who enroll in a career in technical education at Eastern Suffolk learn technical skills, they earn certifications, college credit, they take advantage of work-based learning opportunities and earn in-demand certificates and credentials like the Child Development Associate, or CDA, being highlighted today. CTE graduates have a leg up, a head start, and more earning potential than traditional high school graduates. Today we're celebrating the amazing work of the individuals here. First and foremost, Ginny Wagner, who teaches our early childhood education program at Millikin Technical Center in Oakdale. Ginny prepares students like Troy Jones, also here today, for the kinds of opportunities we are celebrating the town for creating. Carol Donahue is here too. She's our work-based learning coordinator who is instrumental in establishing the town relationship, the Town of Islip, beginning with our very first internship at the town's automotive department to the newest, early childhood. Jen Martino is the principal at Millikin Technical Center, leading the work with a vision to ensure students have skills and work experiences and are ready for their futures. From the Town of Islip, we want to introduce and thank Angie Carpenter, town supervisor. The work we did with Arthur Abadi and Stephanie O'Hagan, who's here as well. Without their dedication, vision, and trust, we would not be here today. Thank you also to Tom Owens, Commissioner of the Parks, Deidre Wahlberg, the Deputy Parks Commissioner, and to all the people here today who have helped build this partnership. I know we will continue to support the great, all of us will continue to support the great work that's happening to build the talent pipeline for the future success of the town, as well as the way to introduce our young people to civil service and government positions locally that benefit and serve our communities. To recognize the town for their trust and commitment to our students and our BOCES staff for their continued efforts, please welcome Ryan Ruff.
So thank you, Leah. I am the Chief Operating Officer at Eastern Suffolk BOCES, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how this program became to be. So with the innovative leadership of the Town of Islip Superintendent Angie Carpenter, a representative back in 2018 came to our Islip campus. That representative did a walkthrough, evaluated our career and tech programs at our Millikin Technical Campus, at our Islip Career Center, and the ideas started to formulate. From that walkthrough, a formal agreement went in place to establish an internship for our automobile department and our students. That program has since expanded to HVAC, our graphic arts students, as well as what we're here for today, our early childhood internship. So that work, where the foundation was being laid by the town and the partnership was formed to really for the benefit of our students. The concept for the town, they want to build a diverse local workforce that has the opportunity to work and create a talent pipeline for their jobs. And for that, we're very grateful, as well as our students, as we see these students transition to their programs. The next step, we have lots of ideas for future growth in this program, and we know with your support and the support of our board, Kathy Romano, who is the Area 12 Director for the New York State School Boards Association, that work will be able to continue. With that, I would like to introduce Kathy Romano to say a few words. Thanks.
So first, let me say hello to an old friend. Hi, Angie. It's a pleasure to see you. Angie and I go back, way back to PTA days, even before she entered politics, and I've watched her make positive change in many, many places over the years. So it's a pleasure and an honor to recognize Islip Town, the town I live in, for the great work that they do. We were just talking in our little corridor that I used to run a local nursery school, so I know how hard it is to sustain professional staff, staff who understand what's in the best interest of little guys at 3 and 4, because they are so impressionable, and that it is the first step that they make into school. And it can make all the difference in the world if they have a supportive environment and professional staff, whether that's an aide or a monitor or an instructor. I think the loop between our school systems trying to help students find a future outside of the K-12 system that they're used to and understand what career and work life is about is a huge leap for many students. Our BOCES programs provide that bridge so that students have a clear idea of what the world of work is like, as well as what a specific career is like. And to be in a classroom at 18 and 17 with little children and with professional educators leading them is a huge leap for our students. I know many, I happen to have raised an educator, so I know many educators whose first step into a classroom is 3 years into their college courses. And when that reality happens, it's expensive if it's not positive. So this is a benefit both to the students, to certainly our town, which employs our, with our community members, and really to the families. I see an old family friend here, and I know what it's like to be in the grocery store and have somebody say, oh yes, so-and-so is 21. And you go, what? And they did this because of you. So to our young man and to our young educators, please know that every day you show up and you show up well, you make a huge difference for some 3 or 4-year-old. New York State School Boards Association, which is comprised of 16 areas, has our area, Suffolk County, as Area 12. So I represent all of the school boards across Suffolk County. New York State School Boards Association provides awards and recognition, training and professional development for school board members, as well as advocacy support for educational issues across the state. Part of our recognition program, the Champions for Change, comes from news articles or information that New York State School Boards receives in Albany about what's going on locally here. So congratulations to the town for getting the press coverage on a really quality program. They select quarterly some program of recognition, so you know that of our 51 component districts here and the 22 component districts in Western Suffolk BOCES, that this program was highlighted. It's a great honor. It's a great example of a school community partnership, and it's a wonderful opportunity for us to really support career and college readiness in our students. So I want to congratulate you all for working so well, for partnering so well, and Angie for being so innovative and supportive with our schools, because you've been supportive of schools for 30+ years in my tenure. Thank you so much. So the banner reads, presented by the New York State School Boards Association, led by Peggy Zugaby, the Champions of Change Award is awarded to Eastern Suffolk BOCES Board of Education for their early childhood partnership. And it really should say Eastern Suffolk BOCES and the Town of Islip, because that's the partnership that matters. So thank you all. Congratulations all for your hard work, and keep up the great connections. Thank you so much, Angie.
this is really, really exciting. And Leah, I'm so glad you talked about how it all started. But let me just tell you one thing, and I can't remember their names, but it was two ladies from BOCES who I met somewhere, and I said, "Oh, come in, we'll talk about partnerships." I really have so believed in it for so many years. Back to when I ran a business before I got involved in government, how important it is to involve young people in various career opportunities before they make those decisions and have spent, thousands and thousands of dollars and decide that career isn't right for them. But in any event, we met, they came into the office and we talked, and I included Tom Owens, who's our Commissioner of not only Parks and Recreation, but DPW, because his two departments really encompass a lot of the positions that we have in the town. And of course, I included the Personnel Director. And I was so delighted that they embraced the concept immediately, and the thought was, we'll go out to BOCES and see what's there. And then when we came back with things like the partnership with graphic arts, and I was saying this earlier to Leah, that here kids are in the graphic arts program, and they were able to design the wrap that goes on our public safety vehicles, so that every time these kids see a park ranger car go by, they, have that sense of ownership, say to their parents or whomever they're with, "I did that, that's my, park ranger vehicle." But in any event, it really is wonderful, and I thank Tom and Deirdre and Stephanie from Personnel, because they really embraced it and made sure that it happened. And to Caroline Smith, our Public Information Officer, we are out there trying to get the word out about what's happening in the town, and you don't realize how a story like that does catch on and, brings us here today, so that BOCES certainly could get the recognition that they so rightfully deserve. I have some comments here I wanted to share. Obviously thrilled about the fact that you guys got this Champions of Change recognition. And in partnership with our town, providing our students with that hands-on experience, working with our tiny tots and preschool children in our rec centers, and it puts them on a track to earning a teaching certification while still in high school. Students in the early childhood education program learn how to draft lesson plans, craft learning experiences for young students, and in year 2 have the opportunity to put their learning to the test in an external internship. It's a tremendous opportunity for those who feel called to pursue a rewarding career in education, and it really is a win-win for everyone involved. We've seen our partnership with East and Suffolk BOCES students can also gain valuable skills working in our town's mechanic shops, as I said, with the graphic arts program, with wrapping vehicles, etc. And these are things you don't necessarily find in a textbook, but that hands-on experience really makes it exciting and makes it something that they really want to embrace and pursue. And I'm hoping, in talking earlier, that we'll see other opportunities. I mean, every business sector across the town, the county, the state, the country is experiencing problems recruiting help. It doesn't matter what it is, You see signs all over, help wanted. But even in an industry like the airline industry, so I'm hoping that we can entice you to bring back your airline mechanics program, because right now there is such a tremendous shortage, and it's affecting air service. An airline like American Airlines told me a month ago they've got 100 planes grounded. Southwest Airlines, 45 planes grounded. These are planes that they own, that they're ready to fly passengers in, but can't because they can't get the necessary staffing. So how does that translate to everyone, out there who's trying to book air travel? We're experiencing delays, cancellations, and it's not of a desire on the part of the airlines to provide that service, but they just can't without the proper staffing. So, who knows? Maybe Eastern Suffolk BOCES can be that little magic elixir to help cure that problem. But certainly the town, we own an airport, we can make space for training available, so I think it might be something worth pursuing. But I want to just get back to the fact that 3 students were placed in our Islip Early Childhood Program, and one of them, Troy Jones, who's with us here today, he has earned his Child Development Associate Certification through this partnership. So on behalf of the Town of Islip, all of our staff, our family at the town, we really want to offer our congratulations to you. And I do also have a certificate here to present to Eastern Suffolk BOCES, not as fancy as the one you got, but it does come from our town, and we want to recognize and congratulate you on this honor. So you're very, very welcome. Yeah.
So I have the privilege of closing us out today. I'm Jen Martino, I'm the principal at Millikin Technical Center. I have a deep sense of gratitude to our Board of Education for all of their support. It is just an honor to be an administrator where you're supported by your Board of Education for innovative ideas as partnerships, and with the support that you give us, it allows us to feed into our own communities and allows us to offer students the exposure to the various employment opportunities, careers, professions that they otherwise would not be familiar with. But it also helps to grow the economic infrastructure of Long Island with Long Islanders. So I truly, deeply appreciative for all of the support from our school board, and to Tom, to Deirdre, to Angie, to Stephanie. Your vision and your support of us is unmatched at the moment, for sure, and we truly appreciate that. It is an honor to work with the town of Islip, and you have some great leadership in place, and truly appreciate it. So thank you, everyone. Thank you especially to our producers of these great students, which would be Mrs. Wagner, our early childhood instructor at Millikin Tech. She is a professional in every sense of the word, and really does a phenomenal job with all of her students. And Carol Donahue, our work experience coordinator, who really is the glue that brings us all together. So I have a lot of gratitude today. So thank you, everybody. Truly appreciate it.